Welcome back. Today on the FuzionCraft server. Dev, where are you? Well, today I'm not Dev. Today I'm Pikachu. Hello, Pikachu. Hello, YouTube. So, this is my son's account. And actually, he has lost his faction land. And so I thought it would be good for me to show you how to create a faction, being that we're running factions. Ooh, ooh, ah. Alright. To create a faction, all you really need to do is access the faction menu. And if you do a /F and a question mark, you'll get more information about the faction menus. As it says there at the top, /F help or H or question mark will display the help page. There are a total of 10 pages. This is page 1 of 10. If you want to see a second page, you would basically add a 2 to that command, and now you get to see the second page, etc., 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 all the way down to page 10. Next, list. Oh, okay, let's find out what that does. F list. Oh, hey, look. There's 3 pages of factions. We have Ocelots, Arcidia. Okay, it just goes downhill from there. Bear, Gods of MC, Steamville, Assassins. All kinds of different names here. Again, if you add a number, being that there is multiple pages, you'll get to see the next page. Or if you were to go straight to the last page, you could have done that as well. Now, why would you do a list? Well, maybe you want to join one of them. Maybe you want to see if your name is taken for a faction. So if we go back to the main list, it will show you show power join. Ah, join. Wow, okay. /F join. No, that wasn't enough information. And it basically tells you how to use that command. To use it, you need to type in /F join and then the faction name. Now, the faction would have to be an open invitation faction, and I'll show you how to set that here in a little bit, for you to be able to join if you were the only one on the server. Get out of there, and as you can see, I'm the only one on the server. Otherwise, you need someone that is capable of inviting you to a faction to invite you. Alright, so that's join. There's F leave. If you're in a faction, you can leave them. F chat will cycle to faction chat, global chat. I think that's it. There's global and there's faction. If you're typing in faction chat, somebody that's not in your faction is not going to be able to read that text. F home. Once you have a home, you can use that to teleport to it. A faction home, that is. So then if we look at page 2, aha, here we go. F create. Creates a new faction. Alright, well, what does it cost to do that, Dev? Well, it doesn't actually cost anything. So, F create ask me what this means, but this is what he likes to have. You've created a new faction. You should now do an F description. Aha, F description changes the faction's description. Sounds interesting. I'll let you play around with that. Now that you have a faction, what can you do with it? Well, a fair amount. While I can't really show you, these chests are accessible by anybody that walks up to them. Not good. So let's protect it. We'll do an F map. This will give you an ASCII drawing interpretation of the surrounding area. What is that? Oh wow. I didn't know they made noise when... Personally, I don't accept blind teleport requests. Anybody that does, well, more power to you. Alright, back to the map. If you have an ASCII map, once you bring up the ASCII map, it'll display in text the area around you. And what is important is it will show you what you've claimed. Now, how do you claim? Well, let's go back to our help screen and look at page 2. Tag open. Aha, open. /F open is yes or no, which flips a switch if invitation is required to join. If you're an open faction, anybody can do a /join in your faction name, and now they're part of your faction. By default, factions are closed. F invite if you want to invite someone. D invite if you've invited someone. It's pending, and you don't want to remove that invitation. F set home is for that F home once you have set it up. This does not tell me how to claim. Let's go to page 3. Aha, there we go. F claim your faction equals yours, and radius equals 1. Now, that says radius equals 1. However, we all know that Minecraft deals in chunks, and chunks are 16 blocks by 16 blocks. It's probably not safe for young RXB to be out in the wild on a night, so we will go up where it's safe. Where was I? First, now that I'm closer to these guys, let me turn these sounds down. There we go. Okay, so if you do an F claim, it's going to claim 1 chunk. And if we go back to the F map, these little dashes and the plus, that's actually a chunk, an entire chunk. So as you start claiming chunks, it will show up as being claimed. And I'll show you that here. You've claimed some land. Great. Faction map. Now it doesn't look any different. Now, as I'm walking around, we may get a message. There we go. Wilderness. I have crossed a chunk boundary. So this is not claimed. And if I go back one more, boom, I'm now in my faction claim. And look, default faction description, sad face. Probably should do a /f description. Now, let's go over here. I will do another map. Here you will see that the / is the claimed territory. The plus is the territory, or is the chunk that you're in. And when you set a home, it will actually display an H in the chunk that is your home chunk. Now, if anybody was paying attention, I do this to you guys all the time now. You should have paid attention. You'll notice that right under F claim, there at the top, is an auto claim. You can turn this on if you've got several chunks that you are planning to claim sequentially. And as you walk, it will claim them. Allow me to demonstrate. Now auto-claiming. Now you'll notice it says your faction already owns this land. It knows that you're walking in a chunk that you've already claimed. As soon as I cross a chunk line, it'll say wilderness. Oh, you've claimed it. Wilderness claimed, and bam. You've already claimed this land. You can't claim anymore, you need more power. So, what's power? Well, you'll bring you out here. If we do a /f POWER, interesting. You can't claim more, you need more power. Probably because, oh, okay. Okay. So, the maximum power you can have is 10. And each person that joins your faction brings 10 with them. If you die or you haven't played in a while, your personal maximum power will go down. This can hurt your faction, because now land that if you have claimed all 10 of if you at some point in time had claimed all 10, yeah, gotta add that F. Then you die, you lose some power, now somebody else can come along and claim what you've already claimed. So, don't die. Let's see. What else? There are a bunch of other things. There's a total of 10 pages. Question mark. Page number 4. Map. No boom. Owner list. Page 5. Disband. Ally. Neutral. Or enemy. A different faction. If you're allies with a faction, you can't hurt them. You can be swinging with your sword, but it will tell you you can't hurt them. It's a nice little no PvP. Let's see here. 5, page 6 goes into some different information. 7, some more. 8, claim safe zone. This is more for moderators and admins. More for moderators and admins. You can try doing those, but guess what? You're not going to be able to get anywhere with it. Pretty much then, it looks like 5 is the last page for the users to actually use commands. Other thoughts? I don't have any other thoughts on factions at this moment. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to, one, get my son's character back to where it was and put his equipment back on. And then I'm going to change over to my character. We'll go and we'll finish up the slime farm, and I've got a little bit of information I wanted to give you about my LP, so we'll be right back. And we're back. Yes. Alright, so I did a lot of work on the slime farm, and but I am. Well, that's new, Dev. Yep. Oh, do you hear him? Wait. Do you hear him? Let's take a look. So under here is a layer of ice and some water streams, and oh, there he goes. Up he goes. Gets into that water stream. He's gonna fall down and go boom. And as you can see, I've got a bunch of hoppers. Now, before anybody tells me, why'd you use so many hoppers? Really? Really? Okay. I tried it with one hopper, and they would fall, and the slime ball would come out here, or would land over there, anywhere but on the hopper. So, oh, nice. So I decided to up the ante. Besides, I get extra iron. So, obviously, it's working. And these were collected while building this chest. That is since I've kind of pseudo-finished what's been done. So now you're wondering, well, what do you mean? It's not completely finished? Is it finished? We're confused, Dev. I know. It's okay. I'm here to make things easier. So as you can see, this was the first layer. You saw me build it. You saw me start to build the second layer. Third and fourth layers were pretty much the same. Except, I haven't put the ice in yet. So, figured I'd just get this stuff down, and we could talk about my Let's Play. So, oh, yeah, forgot about that. Drat. Oh, good. Gonna need more. Alright. So, I've actually finished recording Season 3. And I have yet to put up Episode 6. And I know what you guys are all thinking. Season 1 went 4 episodes, Dev. Season 2 went 5. Season 3, you got a track record. We know what's going to happen, Dev. Well, no. I do not die in season 6 or episode 6. I don't. There is a death. I will say that. It was very disappointing. And at this point, I'm a little. Yeah, I can't talk and spell at the same time. I mean, you guys have seen my spelling, right? I have a hard enough time spelling. So at this point, I don't know what I want to do. And I don't mean that the wrong way. I'm a little bit discouraged. You know, with everything. Why didn't you? Oh, that's why. It's really rough to get several episodes in and do as much prep work as you know I've done, and you know have a death. But that's hardcore. I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be a challenge. It's very frustrating. It can be a little demoralizing. I think I handled it fairly well. Quite honestly, all things considered. I didn't rage quit when it happened. And I think you guys will actually enjoy the footage. This is a bit of a spoiler, I know. But it's also, well, it's a bit off, so it's not like it's, you know, coming right up. Whoa. That was not supposed to happen. Sorry about that downstairs. So yeah, we just put these ice blocks down. Get these to flow the correct way here. And oops. And that's the last of this. And actually, I don't know what I'm going to build next here on FuzionCraft. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. If anybody has any ideas as to what I should try building, I'd greatly appreciate ideas. Excuse me. You know, I've got mob farms. Man, there we go. I've got food farms, which actually I've disabled for the time being. Have I done a formal, this is my base? I don't think I have. So let me break the rest of these. Alright. So somebody wanted me to explain how this works. Basically, slimes will spawn in this chunk, and that's from there to there to there to there and back. This is one chunk, and the walls are actually outside of the chunk. So they spawn, and what do? Well, they beeline for a wall. And this is the corner grid. If they come in here, they hit this water stream. As you can see, it's going all in one direction. Great. Get to this stream, get to this stream. This stream turns them around, yada, yada, yada. And they do that on all the levels. Then they get here, and they fall. Now, it doesn't matter how far they fall. Even the top level, it's going to fall, and it's going to fall, and it's going to keep falling until it gets down here to the bottom, and it's going to fall. And each time they're going through the water, and that's actually slowing them down. And when they land in this, they're not going to take any damage. Now, we get to the reducer. This is a reducer that Zoomovoid first put out. And basically, the first bit of lava there that my cursor is looking at here, any large slimes that come along, they're going to hit that. They're going to take damage, and they're going to die and become medium spawns, slimes. And then they're going to get pushed along, and they're going to hit this lava. As they're falling down, they'll hit that lava, and they will then jump up, because underneath that glass is some soul sand. And so they'll jump up to get off the soul sand, they'll hit the lava again, and they'll turn into small slimes. And then there is a water stream that starts in that corner, and it flows that way. That pushes them underground. And I'll show you here in a second. It pushes them this direction. They get over to about here, and then it pushes them in this direction. And when they encounter a ladder, they climb it. And then there is a water source block on the one block set into this obsidian that's pushing in this direction, obviously. So when they get to the top of the ladder, they're pushed across. They come to here, and they drop down, and they take the last bit of damage to die. And that is how it works. So, now that we are finished here, leave me a comment what you think I should attempt to build next. Keep in mind, I tend to build big things. I mean, gee, look at my house. Or in this case, you can't because, yeah, it's too dark. So, hey, how about I take you around my house? Let's see here. There's my logo. Let's see here. Oh, there's something I need to fix. Here we go. Okay. So, up here at the top level, this is the top level. Above me is, well, whatever I'm underneath. What we have here is a pen, a breeding pen. And in this particular breeding pen, I was keeping pigs. We used to have on the server a plugin that was Mob Catcher, where it went, at first you would just catch them, and they were like this, and then they started adding health and age, whether it was a baby or an adult, to it. But I basically turned all of my pens off, which you'll see here as we go around here. But basically, this was a breeding pen, so we would have some pigs in here, and I would take some carrots, breed them up, and when I was ready for them to die, flip this, and right here we have a nice little drop. And there's a water break down there, so that they wouldn't die from the drop. But I would just leave that open for a while, let a bunch of them drop in. So here we have carrots, potatoes. Here we have a chicken one. Dispensers to basically push water to the middle. And in here we have a drop that goes all the way down where I could collect the eggs. So that was this area. Oops. There we go. We'll come back to the mental. If you already know what they are, kudos. If not, we'll get to it. Over here was a mushroom pen. Again, breeding. My mushrooms created up. And then I had 2 things of wheat. So lots and lots of wheat. And then finally we had a cow pen. Now, and again, but obviously we saw that was broken and must be up above. Must be nighttime. Eat, Dev. Eat. Thanks, guys. So if you watch Doc M77, well, then you already know what these are. Cheap. Color? Purple. Go figure. Blue, magenta, cyan, green, pink. Oh yeah, I got them all. And it's basically, yep, his exact sheep breeding, sheep pen, whatever you want to call them. So that's what these are. Now, let's go take a ride down. So I've fixed the dispensers so that they will spit out water. Takes a button press to, don't know what that is. Button press to turn it on, a button press to turn it off. That's in this corner. Over here by my bed, this is where the pigs would drop down. And with Griffiths 82's help, he and I came up with a way to fix basically the killing of these animals. The pigs and the cows are over there, have basically the same setup. And so as they fall down, there's a water break up here. They fall down here, nice, safe, and sound. And just hit this, and the lava gets spit out, sucked back in, everything burns to death, and you get cooked pork chop or steak by just stepping in here to collect everything. So that's our quote-unquote automated feeder for us. Again, this design was actually, well, I first saw it with Griffiths 82. If it's not his Enderman, where are you? Following me, are you? Yeah, I see you. Come on. Yeah. that's what I thought. Come on. Uh-huh. Scaredy cat. Tansy. So, if it's not his design, I don't know whose design it is, but I do like to give credit where credit is due. It's not one I came up with all on my own. Pretty much, I think that's about it. Like I say, leave me a comment. What should I build next? I'm really at a loss for what I should build next. So please. Yeah. Please give me ideas. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you don't mind the prelude and foreshadowing and yeah, there is a death, guys. I'm sorry. I did do my best. It's several episodes off, though. It does not happen in 6. 6 and 7, pretty exciting. So keep your eyes out for them. I hope to have them up here soon. And I'll see you next time.